Hey everybody, Asher here, and welcome back to Starsector, where, if you saw last time, we are in trouble. Pretty serious trouble, in fact. We're at 90 supplies. We're at 313 fuel capacity. Let me just pull up this map real quick. And if we look in the sector map here, remember when I said, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we did extended sector and just make the Persian sector incredibly large, and there's all these wonderful stars to explore. And it's all very fun and exciting. Yes, until we're here on an island of our own making with fuel because I misinterpreted or thought maybe I could take on a challenge I couldn't take on, and now we're here. So I have two options. One is to try to see if I can make some headway here for like exploring or trying to get back. The other is just to go somewhere and flip on the distress beacon and hope for the best. Our fleet right now, except for our poor Hyperion, is in good shape, but with our supplies dwindling, that's going to be changing very soon here. And if we suspend repairs, that's not going to change the daily consumption. So we're going to need to find a source of some other stuff here in a little bit, and that is what we're going to do. So before we get moving here, I do want to just go ahead and plan this out, because there are two schools of thought for how to do this. One is we just try to bullshit our way looking at star density and going west over here to say, hey, there's a bunch of unexplored systems. Surely one of them has a gate. If we take a look at the map here for gates, you can see I've been doing some pre-gaming, trying to figure this out. You can see gates kind of happen in clusters on the map. That makes sense given that it's kind of a random distribution outside of some of the gates that are required to be there for the story. So there's going to be whole patches of area that don't have gates, and then a few areas that do have gates, and they're just spread around. That's just the sector generation. There's not going to be an even keel kind of place. So it's possible, if we look at the map again, that if we go over here, we could catch a gate in any one of these. There's just more opportunities to do that. But there is a significant problem, and that's if we go back to our fleet screen. Every time we pop into a new sector, that eats at our fuel total. So unless I want to start dismantling ships, and probably the Charybdis would be the first one to do that, as much as I would hate to do that because it's the only ship that's killing things reliably right now, other than our 14th Fleet, Courageous here. I'd hate to do that, but that would be the means of survival, is starting to dismantle these things to increase my fuel profile. That would be the plan, and then we would still have to hope that we would get a gate. But the problem is that this puts us farther away from civilization. I mean, there's the Hivers. We don't really want to go, hey Hivers, do you have some sugar for tea? I mean, the Hivers are like the closest people here. The Dictat actually took out something. Wow, that's going to be a bloodbath. You know, I could have just run over there, just turned off my beacon and tried to salvage the shit out of everything. It's a dangerous play, but it's a play. But the other option here is if we take a look, we've already surveyed some of these. Like we've tried to poke here. We don't have any gates, at least that I saw. I don't think we have any gates. If we had gates over here, this would be an easy solution. This does, moving over here, does kind of try to get us to some of these things here. I don't know if we had like any sort of like, you know how I've been leaving some exploration like trash midden all over the place. I don't know why I call it trash midden. That's like saying ATM machine or something. It's trash because it's midden. It's a type of trash. But I think what I've settled on here is that we have some blue supergiants that kind of take us farther away. And I'm very tempted by this system, but I'm finding that gates don't really like appearing very much in double star systems. For whatever reason, the gates don't like appearing in double or triple star systems. Maybe that's some way the game is programmed, I'm not sure. But other than like some of the gates that have to be here, I'm finding really, I think this might be one of the only ones that's in a double star system. Otherwise, the chances are very low, at least from my exploration so far. It's all just regular stars that have a gate. Maybe there's a story reason behind that. I don't know. So, as tempting as this supergiant looks, it becomes a problem. And then Boone also looks very tempting, but my concern there is that it puts us in the wrong direction. And if you remember from last episode, we need fuel to get across here. So as stupid as it sounds, there's this one, a brown dwarf, another brown dwarf. I don't think any of those gates were next to a brown dwarf. We do have an orange star that's potentially worth a look. And we have a blue giant here. And my thinking is I can distress beacon here, and hopefully if usually there's some kind of space trash of some sort around a blue giant. Hopefully we can get there. Maybe pop over to the Corn Emos constellation. It looks like these are two separate systems instead of a binary star. So maybe we can go there. And between these three, there might be a gate that gets me over here. It is a dumb play that relies on me potentially scuttling some ships. And it makes me wonder if popping... I think I do need to pop into Delta Schwarzschild or whatever just to see if we can get there. But I'm half debating just completely gunning for Alpha Schwarzschild and just skipping this, because once again, if we look at our gate distribution, it's a giant. It's a giant. We do have... I guess we do have a white dwarf. And then an orange star. So there is a fair possibility. So maybe some of the dwarfs aren't a bad play. But I have to be choosy here. And I think the blue giants are going to be our most reliable here. Or the yellow main sequence stars. So that's what we're going to start with. Ugh. I've put myself in this position with irresponsibility of play. So I'm just going to have to live with the punishment here. Okay, so... Okay. I love starting the episode moving about 6-7 minutes in. And we have extensive ruins. Okay, I swear that space junk was not there before. Did it only appear because I got closer to the planet? I mean, that would make sense. I don't know if I have enough supplies to actually survey, but this is risky. But I think we're in the position at this time of the game where I put myself in this position that I'm going to get one of two things here. A ton of fuel, a ton of supplies, or a bust. And I don't know which. I think I have to take the chance, though. Even though this could severely limit what I get here. So abundant volatiles. It has extensive ruins, even though it's only a class 3 planet. So we can't colonize it. I can't construct an outpost because I don't have the stuff here. That's very exciting. I don't even have enough supplies to construct an outpost. Not that I have the gamma core anyway. Let's explore the ruins. And we have a deposit here. Oh, we got money. Fun. Okay, we didn't even... Oh my god. I'd call this a bust. We didn't even get the supplies. We got a little bit of fuel, but we didn't get the supplies to cover that. And we need supplies to convert fuel into stuff. There's all these treasures that I have, but we need antimatter. Alright, well, that was an L. What was our plan again? I think we have to skip this and go here, because we have just a little bit more fuel to maybe make it to Tass. And Dargenburn. Ooh, I need to learn to read. But if we start popping into here and things go bad, that's gonna potentially make an issue. So I'd rather like do 1, 2, 3. Let's see how that goes. I mean, I have no choice. I mean, the alternative is to not see how it goes. Oh boy. Oh, what are we doing in this game? We have all kinds of invasions. The sector is still killing each other. Why? We need to set this as a target. I don't know what we were targeting over there. Like, I really... My gut says definitely maybe here, but the risk assessment says maybe not. Let's fly by and see what the orange star looks like here. We don't have a ton of fuel. Ugh. I hate doing it this way. This is not an efficient path. We got a lot of stars here. We just got hit with some repairs, so that's really bad. How much fuel is it going to take me to pop in here? I mean, we're already here, and there's a outer system jump point. How much fuel does this take? Okay, this doesn't take a ton of fuel. It doesn't take any fuel. It's the getting out that's the problem, and it's the supplies that's the problem here. Okay, first off, bad news bears, we don't have a gate. Do I even try to explore here? I think I have to ping once. Okay, we got something up here. Oh, this is so risky. Oh, I'm gonna need these supplies. Oh, if that's something that I have to shoot that I can't kill, it's gonna be a problem. It's a domain error probe. Explore, we can just salvage it. Okay. A little bit of crap each time. Definitely double tap. Alright, good. Extra supplies. I really hate that I got hit there by the ion storm, but now, look, see, this is how you do the exploration. So we're gonna ping again. Nothing else. Let's get back into the inter-system jump point. Let's just go to the next place. Alright, so marginal success, no gate. We're just trying to inch our way along. That seems fair. I don't want to go down into the brown dwarves here. Oh, that supply count is horrible. Oh shit, there's a slipstream down there. Maybe there is a way out, and that way out is the slipstream. Alright, how do we want to do this? Obviously, we can't use the transverse jump points. Okay, I think I want to go in like as close to the middle as I can, because usually the shit's in the middle. I don't know how big the system is, but there's a slipstream that goes this way, and I don't have enough fuel to get there yet. I don't have enough supplies to get there yet. But if that slipstream's still there, I might be able to get through. Let's try this. It was trying to point me to the outer system jump point, but we'll go to the inner system jump point. Okay. Okay, there's a gate. There's a way out. Alright. Do I even bother or mess with this shit? There's a dust world. There's a volcanic world. Let's ping. Okay, there's some more space trash up there. Alright, this is the joy and pressure of exploring. I don't want to e-burn for this, but I might have to. Okay, we've got, oh boy, all the extra repairs from the e-burn. And we got domain survey ship. Okay, good, we don't have to fight this. Usually, this was, well, we might need the fuel, because we're not looking to gate too far. We're just looking to gate over here, and oh, sweet Jesus, it is a ship graveyard. Oh, salvation. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? I'm out of supplies. Okay, so first thing I need to do is go to the debris field. There's a fucking dram. How many episodes have I been like, I need a third dram? Captain's log. What is it? Shift exclamation point. Nope. I didn't mean to transponder it. Control 1. That's not it. Ugh. Shift tab. I used to know the hotkey here and I forgot it, but we know that we can only take one ship here from the field, and there's 2 drams available. It'd be nice to take 2, but we're going to take 1. So let's get some supplies first. Begin salvage here. Alright, we are definitely saved maybe. So we are picking up... let's see if the other dram requires a story point. Okay, let's see if there's another dram out here. Taurus, dram, mud skipper. So all the drams, like I said, we need another fuel ship. Okay, and they all take a story point. Well, this is worth a story point. All right, so dram, come to me. All right, dram get. Look at that. Our fuel capacity has gone up quite a bit. And now we just salvage the shit out of everything and hope for the best. Oh, look, deposits. We got more money. That didn't have anything in it. You think more data banks here. We got more survey data. What is going on here? I need something to give me more than what's here. Okay, okay, there's a ping. I don't like the ping here. Buffalo class freighter. Nearby hostile. Oh, Jesus. Are you serious? There's an unidentified contact. I have a guess about who that is. We're going to try to float around here in the dark. Because remember, we have Vengeance Fleet. Of course it would be a Vengeance Fleet right now. Let's salvage. Oh my god, that was 94 fuel. Okay. That's what we need. Okay, so another dram. Look at all the 87 fuel. Okay, we are in business, kind of. Relationship. Oh, the Revolutionary Council. Look, another faction. This is one of the annoyances with the way factions are going in this mod set here, but it's okay. I don't even have... Okay, here's the Revolutionary Council. Have I met the Revolutionary Council? Maybe I have. Do I know where they are? I don't know. But apparently everybody hates that I don't associate with them. Alright, so data banks. Ooh, that's a lot of survey data. Can we actually... And I need to make sure I watch my weight here. So, you know what? Let's get rid of the metal plates. Okay, neither of these are going to sell for very much here. Exploration. Does this survey data mean that we actually have, like, planets that we can point to and say this, or do we literally just have... Yeah, it looks like this is literally just survey data. I don't think we have any, like, new stuff. But that's okay. Okay, there's the fleet again. Like I said, I have a hunch. If there's a hostile fleet that is following me around... Oh my gosh. They got bigger. They have a new ship. So they are definitely looking for me. Hannah, come out wherever you are. I am not in a position to fight them. Even if I had my guns better here, and we're going to need to fix them in a little bit. Yeah, we are just not in a position to do that today. However, we can totally use the Janus device to fly around here. So look at this. We actually have enough fuel to get down here and down here. But my hope, especially since we're being stalked now and I can't fly around freely. How many supplies do I have? I have enough to do repairs, so... okay, we can travel through the gate. Can we get to Sesame Street? How about to Prism Freeport? Oh, wow, we have just enough fuel to do that. Can we get to the Outre? We do not have enough fuel to do that. So we can make a hop to Prism Freeport. You know what? Why doesn't that Vengeance fleet just try to visit me at my house? I promise I can be a good host. But going from, where are we, right here, all the way to over here takes 400 some fuel, which is much better than banking on a slipstream to try to take me somewhere when I don't have the supplies. So we were in trouble before, and now we've given the enemy the slip here, and we have practically no fuel left, but it's fine because we don't need fuel to actually get through the place. All right. Survival again, despite my best efforts. That was a series-ending potentially mistake there. And it's funny because the series is already, due to following so much of the Nuzlocke stuff so hard for so long, we've kind of been in danger for a while, to be fair. So here's some supplies. Unfortunately, Prism Freeport not the best on supplies here. Does anybody actually want metals? Nobody worth driving to. All right. Does anybody want rich components? I think they're the same price anywhere. Ship components. All that survey data is fine. Any volatile place. We actually have a few areas with demand. And that's actually a pretty significant difference, but... How about with transplutonics? So we have a few places that need stuff. I don't know if I'm driving right there right away, but maybe we can get some stuff here. We don't need that VPC. I've been shouted at in the comments, gently, but shouted at, that I need to... Okay, I didn't even pay attention. I was too busy. I was so focused on this stuff. I wasn't even paying attention to this stuff. So, relay hypertransmitter. A very sensitive proprietary piece of technology enabling interstellar communication. Centerpiece of any domain-era relay technology. Now controlled tightly by TriTac, a military base high command removes the base construction requirement for relays in the entire sector. And an interstellar relay improves the comm relay stability bonus to +2. So that may be something that we can actually install. And we're going to keep the weapons blueprint package. It doesn't look like one, but it is one. I like the P9 weapons. They're very purple. We don't need these logistics cores. We don't need the newest NVIDIA Corporation simulation engine. And money. More importantly, fuel and supplies. Okay, so we are back in business. I think the best thing we can do now is, well, let's go to the comm directory here. Let's see if Midnight Dissonant has anything else. Deploying an observation package. Enter Standard Orman and Mariath. That is like the Myasurin like place. For 50,000 credits. I don't, Midnight Dissonant. I've had series before where we were best buds and I did a bad job being best friends, but Midnight Dissonant doesn't really feel like a good friend right now. It's just like, hey, do this shit for me. What will you give me in return? I don't know. Something. Okay, let's gate back over here, and I have a feeling our Vengeance fleet is going to be slowly creeping across space. I think actually we have been hitting the Vengeance fleet mostly on the western side of the map, so I wonder if that's just easier for them to go back and forth that way. There's a little bit of money. I can't believe I bullshitted my way into surviving. I'm very curious now from where we were before. Are there any gates in here? Because we have chunked through a bunch of other stars just to find that sometimes in these nebulas there ain't no gates. So we're learning a little bit about the map generation along the way. Let's go to the Outre, the Altre, and let's see what we get. Look, another ship graveyard. Now, first thing is first here. We have another dram, but I'm pretty sure I've already taken something from here. There's Peridotto. How are we doing, Peridotto? Wait, you're size 4. I think I missed during this whole trauma drama. I think I actually missed that the place grew. All right, manage colony here. Colony info. Yes, we have room for another industry. All right, so I already outlined the plan. And we do have a supplies and fuel VPC with the beta core. That's good. We have an alpha core driving the wheel. That's good. Our stability is absolute garbage, which sucks. And I don't know for the time being if we're going to be able to do too much unless we get rid of the free port. Okay, 7 is acceptable. This is one of those times where I will accept 2% growth to not have that be an issue. And like I said before, we're going to build heavy industry. I was going to do light industry, but since we have switched gears a little bit, now we can do heavy industry, potentially make some money here. We have heavy batteries with all that stuff in here. You'd think my defenses would be higher, but my stability is so low that I guess it's not. Oh boy. We can't upgrade to a battle station because that costs money. Apparently building heavy industry cleaned me out of money. That's fun. So we need more money. What's the best way to get more money? First off, we have all the fuel for days in storage. And we have plenty of supplies in storage. That was another criticism that was totally fair, by the way. That I didn't see what was sitting in, like, there the whole time. So I was hoping to maybe, like, build a ship or two. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that right now. Alright. Focus, Swarmer, Blueprint. We'll just learn that just to have it. Alright. So look at that. Our fuel situation is good. We're going to see if we can add this to our comm relay. I don't know if we can. Okay, first off, do we have any ships that we've built? We have a civilian transport. Obviously, we have the Halbmond that we are not going to drag around right now. And I know we're level 10 and there's the whole thing about the fleet cap. That's going to be something that we'll go over for the next episode here. I think right now we have another heavy cruiser. One of the issues with this is that it's going to eat some more resources here. We could just get a missile boat for a fast overdriven cruiser. 17 deployment points. versus 28 deployment points. I think it's time we start getting a little bit bigger and stronger here, because if we're going to do some self-built shit, we need to really get on that. Do I not have any crew on ice and storage? We do have some crew available here, so let's get 800 people. That's a little bit of cash money. But that's fine. We have all these available, and what did I say I was going to do? We need to refit this. Did we already refit? We put the Drock in there, which will go after armor, so that's a little bit more of a finisher than what we had before. Is that going to be enough? I hope so. Like, I like the other missiles, but we have a little bit of ways to do each. And we have some small energy hard points that apparently I don't have a lot of small energy weapons for. That is bizarre. Okay, let's move this one up here. And we're going to play a game called... We need to figure out who's piloting this. We need to figure out if we refit here auxiliary fuel tanks and militarized subsystems. There may be a better way to do this, but we're going to do it like this. So auxiliary fuel tanks so that we can explore more, and militarized subsystems so we don't have the civilian penalty, and we increase the maximum burn by 1. Cool. Seems okay. There's probably something else I could do, like right here. That's a weird thing to miss. Alright. Now, if we go to this ship up here, I'm curious what an autofit would look like. We have a lot of missiles. We have some guns. We have a big ballistic here. And we have a large composite here. Let's see what the autofit builds does. Let's confirm here. That's Squall. Squall's not bad. I think we were going for maybe something a little crazier here, like a Simmerbreeve launcher. And I think the reason that we're doing that is a massive refire delay. I can't talk. Or the distortion torpedo. Both of those are good, but I almost think, kind of as some kind of joke here. Alright. We have heavy autocannons here. Annihilator rocket launchers is fine. I honestly don't know if we need both of these on each side. So let's get rid of the light machine guns. I think the Vulcan cannons are okay. I think we have enough coverage like this. So we're going to ditch those. The Goon Heavy Fighter from the Kingdom of Terra. Oh wow, I have Discord open in the background, so somebody's going to be like, why am I getting a notification here? What do you do? It's just a gunner. Do we have better here? Do we have cheaper is another question. Escort drone, Peon bomber, Thunder Heavy Interceptor. What's the range on the Interceptor? I kinda like the good old Thunder, honestly. Although the Zaphios 14th Battle Fleet definitely looks appealing. One of the issues we're gonna have though is that if we want to fit the Semi-Breve in here, that's the large ballistic. That is not what we wanted to take out here. We wanted to take out the Squall. So let's do it all together here. So there's the Semi-Breve. And now we don't have room for anything else because I'm stupid. We have an integrated targeting unit, which is fun. Armored weapon mounts built in, which is cute. Federation construction because it's a Shivan. Super heavy needler, obviously fun. Bee shooter, fun. Spatter flatter, that's cute. What's the range on the nukes? 3,000 range. Let's try this again because I messed it up. Hesperus assault gun. Artemis array. I'm not feeling super creative today, so let's just try to pick something good. Like the pile driver's not bad for anti-shield. Anti-armor's not bad. Avalauncher's obviously cute. Arbalist batteries, good old reliable. Huh. I kind of want to try that. Better than some of these big ticket things. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes. So we have a big old missile thing. We have some defenses here. There's a few would-be items that I'd like to put on here that maybe I don't have, like the whole survive dying thing. But who would be good on here? I think America Titan would be pretty good, honestly, because he already has missile specialization. We can move Thor Elysium up to a better thing. I'm liking Misko where he is. Guy Bremer, strangely cautious, but I want somebody a little bit more aggressive here. I think America Titan being steady would be okay. So let's try that. Good job, America. We're gonna make it work. So if we're looking back down at here, do we have a pilot for this? I don't think we do. Huh, we actually potentially need some more pilots. We don't have anybody to level up because we haven't been able to get in combat, but you know what this means we have to do here. We have a Shivan that we need to run a simulation for, and we're going to have that Shivan try to take on something easy just to see how terrible of a job I've done at building up the ship. I didn't check to see how many deployment points it has. So let's start with something simple. What's my usual test here? We have all these dominators, which can be tricky. Let's do just a regular dominator. And let's see how it goes. And I just missed my buttons here. Okay, autopilot. Speed up ×2. There's your nuke. Well, that's what the folks paid to see. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a fan. I am definitely a fan of this ship. Oh boy. Okay. By the way, man, I don't want to give dated references for people who may be watching this later, but it makes me laugh that we're firing a nuke from America here. Okay, I mean that's pretty macabre given the whole everything in the world right now. But we got to find our amusement somewhere. Okay, so let's see if we can make the only good bug a dead bug. We're gonna fight a princess here, and this is probably not gonna go very well because all of the Hiver things are overtuned to shit. But let's see. They couldn't blow up the nuke in time. So that is a great opener. And it looks like the flux situation on this ship is okay. I'm a fan. We've been needing a nuke here. I can't name this episode America Fuck Yeah, but that's terrible. But yeah, we're gonna be able to pressure this down. Now it's a Hiver ship, so it does have some innate regeneration, but well, maybe it did. You throw a nuke at anything, and I guess it's not gonna regenerate very well. Let's test one more time here. How many deployment points does this ship take? I should know that. 28 deployment points. So that's good. We're going to do one more sim here. And we're going to try to take on something bigger. And when I say something bigger, we're going to do kind of my usual test here. My usual test is actually a Colossus. I think I want to do something other than a Colossus, though. I don't... Like, a Conquest. Why did I say Colossus? I'm thinking of something else. Let's do... I'm just curious. I don't think this is going to go well. But let's nuke it, baby, one more time. And that goes so fast. Did it blow up all of the support craft too? That's hilarious. Okay, well, obviously this thing has gargantuan guns, and we can't just fire on it right away. But that is impressive that this thing, thanks to a giant-ass nuclear missile on it, is able to even go toe-to-toe. Now, we're going to keep this rolling just to see what the fuck happens. Just to see if we can get Nuke 2 off. Because right now, this is still fluxed out pretty hard. Okay. And obviously, we're having a pretty hard fire back and forth. How many nukes do you actually have? There's Nuke the second. Okay, so fascinating. I'm a fan. People have been begging for this for a while, but the amazing thing about this too is that it has an unlimited. We have like reload delay. We don't have limited ammo. Replenishments happen every 600 seconds. Every 45 seconds. Wow, what a combo. Okay, is there a way I can possibly fit? What are the things I can do to try to keep the ship from exploding if it dies? Heavy armor would definitely be a good thing, and I'm thinking of using a story point to build this in here. Reinforced bulkheads. I think I'm gonna build an integrated targeting unit. I know it's a story point, but we already have the ability to do that. We're gonna do reinforced bulkheads because I really want to make sure, since we're taking care of the ship, and it appears that it's doing well with the heavy autocannons and the Annihilator rocket launchers. Can't go wrong with the old standards, with the old standbys here. I think we got something. I think we got something special in the sauce. Maybe you want to eat some different sauce? I don't know. But where do we go from here? Obviously, we have heavy industry that's building that's going to help kickstart our economy. Do we have any bounties? Any doable bounties? My wanted status is I can't talk. Is non-existent. We have some regular old bounties. Kingdom camp, extraction, and location, we don't know. I mean, we could just explore again, but I feel like with that kind of nuclear missile, maybe we can start taking on some of these motherships and shit. That might be a big ask. Let's see, where... I feel really dumb about this. Where are the outposts? We have one over here. And if we look at the sector from over here, we could always visit these people. We could always try to look around here. I wouldn't mind, actually, being able to go up to these black holes. So if we don't have any, like, bounties... Oh, we got an arms dealer again. How can I be helping? Apparently, we can't. Okay, well. Dockside bar. Off-brand data pad as usual. I'm not going to help you do that. Someone tried to apprehend me. That's cute. Need Marines to do something. We're not going to do that right now. Location of a weapons blueprint. And he wants 10,000 for the Zachary Omni weapon blueprint. Let's accept that. You know, I'm curious. And the beta, the gens system. Let's see what we got here. Is this going to be under accepted? Ooh. Ooh. Do we have a gate that takes us near there? Not really. We do have our casa, which is fairly close. The issue is that we don't have like another outpost around here somewhere. And we don't want to just get in the same situation I was in before, where suddenly I'm out of fuel. Let's see. If we jump down to Arkesha, let's see how much fuel that takes first before we do anything else. I said, just giving myself something to do. Hey, look, heavy industry, a Perduto. Do you remember what it was like before we had mutually assured destruction for everything and everyone everywhere? I really want my Vengeance Fleet friends to come try to find me now. Okay, Arkasha. 300 some fuel. So if we initiate the transfer here. Okay. Now, good news is that we have some other shit that we can do here. We have a watchtower that's watching me. Cool, I guess. Missile array, derelict ship. So we got some extra shit that we can deal with here. That's a plus, I guess. I think at this point, let's just go ahead and... I mean, we're in the Corona, so that's bad. I guess let's just go for the gate. First, I guess first question is... This kind of puts us on the edge. So we're going to kind of try to work our way down in exploration. If we can find another gate to kind of piggyback over here, I'd love to put a another area over, if that makes sense. Like if I can just... Oh! Derelict ship and a watchtower. Well, let's say hello to you. And inside the pod is 23 more crew. We're going to salvage you for more fuel, more fun. We got something else up here. I bet that's like a missile base or something. No, it's a domain system defense watchtower. Of course it is. I mean, we still get experience for the exploring. And we have something down here. What do you want to bet? It is another watchtower. Like they're really coming after me here. We have an orbital lab, and we have somebody patrolling around the orbital lab. Well, me salvaging the orbital lab, we can sacrifice ships to the factory here. You know what? I have enough places that I can do this with. We're going to start building some ships so that we can do some of this stuff, but we're just going to salvage this. Because I kind of want... Oh, wow, we got a gamma core, which is good. We got this, which is good. These are good. So we want to hold on to one of those gamma cores. I know it's a little short-sighted to do it this way, but at least if I do it like this, I can go ahead and maybe get enough fuel to go west. Alright. I don't think we're going to need as many organics here, although a Satine class forge template. Remember what I was saying before about doing a one colony save until... Okay, you're still patrolling, so that's good news. About a one colony save until we found 2 planets that had some forge template stuff. That may be another one of the loosening rules here eventually. But for now we can definitely make it down to beta gens and back. But I think the plan is still there here, because right now, going all the way down here doesn't guarantee us getting back to Spindle or anything. I'd like to find another gate to kind of bridge here. So what did we learn from before? At least some of our rules for gate hunting are that you don't want double star systems generally. You have a very low chance. So see, we're learning, we're progressing. We haven't explored this. We have explored that. We have the Ashen Keepers right here too. Are they hostile? They're neutral, so we can pay them a visit. See if we can resupply a little bit. I saw a sensor ping, but I'm gonna ignore it. We have a distress signal from Beta Brel. Okay, well, we are going to go in through the jump point instead. Oh, the outer system jump point. Because if there's a baddie that's lying in wait here, then we're going to fight or flight. We have a derelict ship, a destroyer. Oh, it's Hivers. Okay. Okay, well, there ain't nothing here. Tell me about this. Hermitar. I'm always interested in ships like this that I'm not necessarily familiar with. It seems interesting. It's a destroyer with a large missile. Let's actually recover it. I don't know if I'm going to use it right now, clearly, because we don't have the stuff for it, but I'm going to mothball it. And we're going to hold on to it for the time being. I think that's a okay find. And we're going to ping ourselves out here just so the Hivers know that we're here. We're not a huge threat, but we are a threat. Hey, look, we got either another fleet here or somebody's about to space ghost me. It's probably fine. It's a space ghost. Alright, I don't like jumping on the red dwarf, but 9,000 meters is really far away. Okay. Transponder on and jump. Oh, hi. Hi. Okay. So, do we have any other treasures here? We have a few. But we don't want to necessarily steal trash from people, at least not before we can buy some shit from them. Okay. So, they're watching. What are they watching? I don't know. What does the Watcher watch? A Nebula-class civilian transport. We're going to shop first before we try to do anything else. I'm just curious about my military options here. Because we have a big old nuke. And they have, like, a pretty damn good space station and nothing else. So let's go ahead. Let's look at the dockside bar first. I'm not going to do the unsanctioned bounty board because I'd hate to have the game crash right now. Well-dressed woman in need to sell production slots. Nah. So we need more things to, like, buy or sell. Like, we can... Well, the good news is that you guys have a lot of shit. And fuel's really what we need. So let's see what we got here. Let's do it on the regular market. Let's keep it on the up and up. I forgot to check and see if this hyperlay transmitter would go anywhere. Hyperlay. I can't even talk. And I know I just kept some other shit here, but we're trying to down our weight a little bit today. So that's fine. Okay. I think that's most of what we want. That puts us in an even better fuel spot. Okay. Just curious, by the way, what kind of ships do they have for sale? Not much. Ludic Church. That's kind of what I was thinking they were. Com directory. We have an officer available for our Gallows Holyoke. What can you do, bro? You're timid, so you can just stay right there. All right, well, that's a pretty solid... Like, we didn't piss anybody off yet. What's in the transport? We can consider ship recovery. I don't think I'm going to do that. Rather just have your stuff. Okay, so invasion. The Hivers are going back for their station. It's fine. Once again, while the world burns, what are we doing? We're exploring. And maybe that's the better end of it. Maybe that was the goal of humanity all along, is that we just need to... We have a Bell frigate. I'm not particularly interested in doing that. So let's go ahead and pop out of here. Where do we want to go next? If we're kind of working our way down. We have a red giant and we have a blue giant. I think I'm going to... Okay, we have a neutron star as well. Honestly, I don't really want to go into the neutron star right now without having another gate nearby, just because neutron stars have kind of been a bust so far. So, like, I just end up taking a lot of damage and wasting a lot of time. That's a good sign. Let's see if there's a gate here. There is practically nothing here other than yet another automated shipyard. Have I already been to this system? What? I literally just traded with you! Guys. Okay. Can I just attack the Revolutionary Council just as a matter of principle? Please. So one issue is that we are potentially going broke here soon. That's gonna be cute. So we'll need to find some cash money somewhere. What are you? I think you're nothing. You are Ludic Path Watchers who are hostile. I mean, you're not really worth my time. So, what are you? You're a Buffalo class freighter. That's also not really worth my time, but we're going to grab it anyway because you have all the things, apparently. Okay, so we're skipping the neutron star, and I think at this point, I want to consider my options since we are about to go broke. But if I can... Oh, good, a red warning beacon. Definitely want to pop in here. Because maybe it's just super hostile, or it's remnants. And we have a gate. And we have a derelict ship and a watchtower. So these people don't hate us. And there's kind of a lot of little places to explore here. So I want to make sure that we can get the money and everything. But this does put us just a touch closer to being able to pop down here and go back up here. So I think obviously surviving is great progress. And I'm a fan of surviving. I'm also a fan of fixing our bottom line a little bit. So one thing I need to do is to get our money situation together, get our fuel situation together, get kind of things under control. And then we go exploring just a little bit more and maybe nuke some friends along the way. So that'll do it for this one today. This is Asher with more Starsector. Still alive, despite my best efforts for the last episode. So I appreciate y'all's continued support, viewership, and everything like that. Keep your loved ones close. Next time, maybe Hannah will make some new friends along the way and figure out what it means to be, I don't know. I have some thoughts for where this is going, but for now, it's really distressing that there's not much that we can do to interact with this. But we may still become a strong player in the Persian sector yet. We just have to get our own ducks in a row and deal with things like our little vengeance fleet that's trying to knock us off. But that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.